Hey guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to export JetEngine custom fields to a CSV file using WP All Export. Now, the first step is to go here to All Export, then click on New Export, and once you're here in this screen, you just need to select the bus type you want to export from this pull down. Now for this example, I'm going to choose Properties, and we have 104 properties, and if I go here to the properties post type and I refresh this, you will see that this is the exact number of properties we have in our site. Now let's go back here to WP Export, right? And here, since this is correct, we could go ahead and click on the Migrate Properties button if we wanted to export all of the properties with all of the data without any changes to the file. Now this will export a zip file and a CSV file depending on what you choose to download, and you can use this to do whatever you want, or use it to migrate your data to another maybe another WordPress site or whatever. That's up to you. But yeah, you can migrate this using WP Import. That's the easiest way, and WP Import will be able to map all of your fields and just save you a lot of time. Or of course, you can click here on the Customize Export File button, which is what we're gonna do, and you can build your own CSV file with all of the data you want, maybe combine some fields or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But first, let's click here on the Add Filtering options, so we can do some pretty cool stuff here. For example, let's say I don't want to export all of these 104 properties. Maybe I want to export only those properties that are on the market, right? Because why would I want those properties that are no longer available? Well, if you click here on this element pull down, you will have like a bunch of options. You can select ID, title, content, and if you scroll down a little bit, you will find the JetEngine section. All right. So here I'm gonna select availability, which is the field I want to filter my properties by, and for the rule I'm gonna select equals. Now I'm gonna type in here on market. Now guys, for this you need to pretty much know your data. For example, the reason I'm using availability equals on market is because here on these properties we have this field which is availability, which is a select field, and we have on market. So some of these properties are on market, and we're gonna filter out all of the properties that are not on the market. So I'm gonna add this rule, all right? And as you can see, we no longer have 104 properties here. Now we have 75. And those 75 properties are those which are on the market, all right? Now, since this is good, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on the Customize Export File button. Now, guys, this is the export template, and here you need to basically build the file structure you want for your CSV. You can think of these elements like columns, and you can reorder them. You can change the time. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff here. Let me show you here. You can have a preview of how this file is looking if you click here on this button. Now you can see here the ID, the title, and the content fields, and this is the data of those properties. Now this first one, it says one church court, so we have that property here, all right? And this is the data we have, and these are the JetEngine fields we have created using JetEngine. So we have a bunch of fields with a great variety of types. For example, we have these two and the price, which are simple text fields. This one is a date picker. We saw the availability and the listing type. These are select fields, right? Here for the amenities, we have a checkbox field, right? Then we have this one's number. These two are radio fields. And here we have the runs field, which is a repeater, which has a bunch of other text fields inside of it, all right? So this is pretty neat. Then we have here our media tab, which contains a gallery and a media field. And then we have the contact tab with 4 more simple text fields. so this is what we got here, guys. So let's just come back here to WPL export and let's find our JetEngine section. Now I'm gonna open this up and then I'm gonna drag and drop one of these elements like so. Then we have here our map address, right? So if I hit preview, you will see we have one shortcut, Riddlesden, West Yorkshire and whatnot. So this is the exact same address we have here. So that's good. WPL import will take the data directly from the database and show it to you here in a text format, right? So for example, we have this date field like so, but in the database, this date field, which is here, it's just text right here, right? So this is what WPL export will show you guys, just text, because we're building a CSV file, and CSV means comma separated values. So what WPL import will do is just create a big text file, which is separated with commas, and it has some structure to separate the columns and the values and whatnot. I'm gonna show you how this looks using a text editor software when we export all of this, all right? So for now, let's just continue. I'm gonna click on the dismiss button, and we have here our title, but I'm gonna change this to property name. I think that's more accurate. All right, name. Cool. Then I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna change the content to be maybe description. All right, it's cool. Then I don't actually need this ID field, so I'm gonna take that out. So, and here we have property name and description. So this is great. Now we have here the short address, but I see not much of a point here on having this. But maybe we can do something very fun with this field. Maybe we can build our own description field that's a little bit more cell-oriented, let's say. So what we're gonna do is to drag this off like so, and I'm gonna add a new field, and this field is gonna be a custom export field. Now this is gonna be called sales description, right? And this field will contain several fields. Now, what can we have here? For example, let's say I want to say, let's type in here, enjoy this view. This beautiful, let's type in here the type, right? Maybe located at short address, right? And then it has X bedrooms, and here it is, some bathrooms, X bathrooms. Oh, yeah, that's good. Enjoy this beautiful listing type, located at short address. It has X bedrooms and X bathrooms with X amount of square feet. Then I'm gonna type in here, yeah, price, why not? Just because price, and I'm gonna type in here $sign and price. Cool. Yeah, I believe this is gonna be good. Let's just save this, hit preview, and then we have enjoyed this beautiful house located at Riddlesden, West Yorkshire. It has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with 43,000 and some square feet, and for the price of, I'm gonna, okay, here for the price. That's good. Yeah, so yeah, guys, you have full flexibility here. You can get pretty crazy. We have here the column name, so yeah, that's good. I'm gonna dismiss this. I'm gonna drag it on to here. That's good. Cool. So then we have here our date first listed. We have it here already, sorry. And here, guys, you can change this format. You can, let me show you real quick. We have by default this year, month, and then the day. We have it like so, but you can change that. For example, if you click here, I'm gonna say, I don't know, maybe D, comma, this is F, maybe then J and year. Yeah, let's try it like this. So I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna preview. And as you can see, we have Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. So there you have it, guys. You can change these date fields to whatever PHP date format. You can Google that. For example, you can type in here PHP date format, like so. Here you have all of the letters and what do they mean here, right? So let's just continue. I'm gonna actually change this column. I'm gonna call it listing date. It's good. Yeah. And I'm gonna drag and drop this. Maybe, yeah, here, that's good. Then the availability, they are all on the market, but let's just include that just because. Then we have the price. So let's preview, right? Now let's add a $sign here to this price. And we can do this with a simple function, actually. So if I declare here my function, all right, I can just go ahead and run this function. For example, if I name this function add $sign, all right, I can go ahead and copy this, paste it here, and run my function here, right? So I can append that $sign. But I can also select here custom export field, add my $sign here, and add the price here. This is going to be called price. It's good. Yeah. And if I hit preview, you will see now we have our $sign. So guys, this is pretty fun. You can do all sorts of things here. That's totally up to you. It kind of depends on what you want and how you want it. But you can see we have built a pretty decent CSV file here where we have our property name, the description, some more sales-oriented description. Then we have our listing date with a custom date format. Now we have the availability, which we didn't actually change, but that's good. Then we have our map address and the price, which is a custom export field too. So let's add another field, which is amenities in this example. All right. Now these amenities are, remember guys, this is the checkbox field right here. So we have all of the data right here, but it's separated with types. Now this is not that pretty, but we can do stuff here. For example, I'm gonna click here on the amenities element, and then I'm gonna use a PHP function to change that pipe with a comma. Now I actually have a function right here. So I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna paste it here, right? Now I need to copy this, right? And I'm gonna paste that here, cool. And then just save the function, all right? And with this, WPL export will change the pipes with a comma. But there is another way too. We can use a custom export field, and we can run this function. Let me copy this. We can run this function here, like so. I'm gonna open the brackets. I'm gonna paste the name of my function here. And then I'm gonna pass the amenities field, which is the field I want to run my PHP function on. I'm gonna close my parentheses and my bracket. And with this, WPL export will run this function on my field. Now, there are a bunch of functions and stuff we can use. For example, if you go here to wplimport.com, click on docs, then go here to export, and then click on advanced topic, custom PHP functions. You will find a lot more info on how to run PHP functions on your export file. And also we have some built-in functions, for example, this str replace one. So let's use that because we have this as a custom function. But we actually have, I'm gonna delete this first. We actually have this function built in already in WPL export. So I'm gonna replace this. So I'm gonna type that in, str replace, right? And then I'm gonna use the same arguments we have here in the str function. We have first the element you want to find in your string, then the element you want to use to replace that element, and then the target of that function. So let's do that here. I'm gonna type in here the pipe, then I'm gonna add a comma, another quotes, then the comma, which is the element I'm gonna use to replace this pipe with, and then the amenities, which is the field we're gonna run this whole function in. Now I'm gonna type in here amenities, all right, and I'm gonna save this. Now if I hit preview, you will see that now our amenities are separated with commas. So guys, this function editor is probably the most powerful feature in WPL export, because as you can see, you can use PHP functions to do pretty much whatever you feel like with your data here. All right, so this is pretty cool. Again, go here to wplimport.com, click on the docs menu, then find the export section and go nuts here. We have tons of info, guys. You can learn a lot of fun stuff you can use on your exports here. Now this is looking really good, so I'm gonna save this. Then I'm gonna drag and drop this square feet element. Then the bedrooms, good. Now here for the rooms element, I'm gonna preview this so you can see, guys. This rooms element is separated into 3 columns. And the reason for that is because, well, here is the 3 columns: name, measurement, and description. So these are the exact same columns we have here. Now you will notice that this data is separated with pipes too. We have this entrance hallway, and it's separated from the WC with a pipe. Same with the living rooms, dining room, and whatever. And these room measurements are the same, all right? This is the room description, and this is the description for the first room. Now I'm going to dismiss this to show you something really cool. If I click here on the rooms element, you will find this option right here that says display each repeated row in its own CSV line. Now I'm going to enable this, all right? I'm not going to enable this yet, just to show you guys how this works, all right? So this is enabled. I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to hit preview again. Now we have here the one church court, and if I scroll down a little bit, you will find this bunch of empty rows. But if I scroll a little bit to the right, you will find that the reason why those rows are empty is because each one of these rooms is being shown separately in a single row. We have here our WC, the measurements for the WC, and the description for the WC room. Now we have here the living room and the same data. Scroll down a little bit, all right? And this is another room. This is the 1 Marion Street. Now I'm going to dismiss this, and I'm going to disable this again, just to show you guys what I mean. Now here we have the one church court. Down here, without any blank spaces, we have the 1 Marion Street. Then we have here the rooms for that one church court. So I'm going to dismiss this and enable this again. But this time I'm gonna fill in the empty columns. Now guys, if enabled, each repeated row will appear as its own CSV file with all the post info filled in for every column. This is what shows when you hover on the question mark, guys. So if you find yourself doubting or don't quite know what this option does or whatever, just hover on the question mark and a brief description of it will show up, all right? Now I'm gonna save this and preview again, all right? And as you can see, we have one church court. Down here, that's the same. And we have every single one of these rooms in its own line. Now, this is very nice. So I'm going to leave it like that. I like it like this, all right? So I'm going to dismiss this. Then we have our gallery. So I'm going to drag and drop that, preview. And we have here all of the images, all right? I'm going to copy one of them. So, and I'm going to open it here just to show you guys that the images are working just fine. All right, so this is good. If I dismiss this and click on the gallery element, you can have some flexibility on how to export all of these images. You can also run PHP functions here. That's totally cool. But this gallery doesn't actually include the featured image, because this gallery comes from the JetEngine custom fields we created. So I'm gonna go here to the media section, then images, scroll down a little bit and find the featured image. So I'm gonna drag and drop this like so. So we have our featured image and then the gallery. It's cool. All right. Then we have here our floor plan. I'm gonna drag and drop that, the agent name, then the phone, email, and link for more details. Cool. I'm gonna preview this, and we have our property name, description, sales description, listings date, the availability, map address, price, amenities separated with commas, square feet, bedrooms, all of the room names separated, each one of them in its own row. Then the featured image, gallery, floor plan, agent name, phone, email, and link for more details. Now, guys, this all is looking real nice. So I believe we're ready here. Let's just open up these advanced options. And here you have the ability to change the separator for your CSV file. Now, remember, guys, CSV stands for comma separated values. So, but you can actually change this, for example, to a semicolon or maybe a pipe or whatever you feel like, all right? Just for this example, I'm just gonna stick with the comma. And down here, I have the export type section where you can change the export type. For example, the CSV is totally compatible with Excel, with numbers, with Google Sheets, OneDrive, and whatnot. But you may want to actually export this in XLS or maybe XLSX. That's good too. Or you can also use this with a simple XML feed. And if I hit preview here, you will see that we have exactly the same data, exactly the same column names, exactly the same functions here on the amenities field. You can see the listings date is still with the date format we used. All of the data is right here, just in XML format. All right, so this is, guys, so you know you can export this in other stuff, in other file formats other than CSV. You can also build your own custom XML feed, and this is a little bit more advanced, and we do have other videos on this, but here you can get pretty crazy building whatever format you feel like building for your export file. All right, now I'm gonna stick with the CSV type like so. All right, so let's continue. Cool. So this is like a brief summary, and we have 75 properties to be exported. That's good. Then we have our scheduling options, and guys, this is very, very nice because let's say you want to export all of the available properties maybe every single week. Yeah, why not? Right? So you can use the scheduling options right here and select, for example, let's say you want to export this, yeah, maybe on Sunday, right? Sunday at 12 a.m. It's good. So guys, this is a paid service. It's $9 a month, and it will just run this export automatically all Sundays at 12 a.m. Right? Now you have also the ability to use cron jobs for free because maybe you don't want to subscribe to the $9 service. That's cool. You can use cron jobs. That's totally free. And you can ask your web host provider for help if you don't know how to set this up, or you can just click here on this link and you will be taken to our documentation on how to set cron jobs for WPL export. All right. Now this is a bit technical. This is why I mentioned you can ask your web host provider for help with this. Just give them the trigger URL and the processing URL and send them this guide, and they will know what to do. All right. Now, guys, this is not mandatory, of course. This is just useful, and you can do all sorts of things here. For example, you have here this file and bundle URL, and you can create a PHP script that will run the trigger URL, then the processing URL, and then use this file URL to do whatever you're gonna use that export file for on your script, right? So there's really no limit to what you can do here with WPL export. If you know a little bit of PHP, or maybe you want to use an external service like Zapier. We actually use Zapier a lot for other internal process and whatnot. So yeah, you can integrate this WPL export with Zapier and maybe send an email, maybe send your export file to whoever, or maybe connect with some ERP or I don't know, guys. Just if you want to know more about how to connect this with Zapier, go here to our docs, and here under export, you will find the external app integration, and click here, it's connect with Zapier. We have a whole video on how to do that. All right, cool. So all of this is looking good, but I don't want to schedule in this example, so I'm gonna close this up, and here we can, for example, choose to export properties only once, and this is useful in case, for example, you don't want to export all of the properties that are on the market every single week. Maybe you only want to export those new properties that are on the market, because maybe you're using WPL import to import some properties from another feed, and those new properties are the ones you want. Well, you just enable this, and if you have doubts, you can hover on the question mark and it will show you a brief description of it. Now again, we have other videos on this, so you're welcome to check out the other videos in our channel or our docs. And if you're still feeling a little bit lost here, just don't worry and contact our support team. We'll be more than happy to help you out, guys. Now, I don't want to do this in this example, but it's an option if you want to, all right? Then, of course, we have this option too, to export only those properties that have been modified since the last export. Now, WPL export will keep track of all of these properties, all right? And if some of them are modified for the next time you want to run this export, or maybe you're using the automatic scheduling options, or maybe cron jobs to schedule this every single week, maybe on Mondays, on Sundays, or whatever. Well, WPL export will export only those properties that have been modified. Maybe the price has changed, or maybe, I don't know, the availability changed too. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna disable this too. And here we have a bunch of other options, guys. You're welcome to hover on the question mark and you will know what this option does. Now we have here a very cool one, which is what we call client mode, all right? So if you enable this, let me show you really quick here in all export settings. We have here the client mode, all right? So if I enable, for example, the editor and save the settings, that means that all of the users with the editor role will have access to all of the exports that are marked to be used with client mode. So if I enable this here, well, you can give access to someone as an editor, and they will be able to use this export. Now, they won't be able to change anything from the export, and they won't be able to run any PHP functions. They won't be able to change anything. They just will be able to run the export and download the export file. That's it. And the reason why we do this is because WPL export with its function editor is potentially dangerous, because you can write a script to make yourself an admin, and then you have full control over the website, and you don't actually want to do that, right? You want to keep the admin privileges only for the people you trust. So with this client mode, you can give access, safe access, to other people that will be able to run this export and get the data you want, but not change anything, nor run PHP function or whatever. So yeah, you can do that. Then now I'm gonna disable this. Here you can change the export name, so you can do that if you want to. But since I don't actually need any of these settings, I'm just gonna confirm and run this export. Now this should be fairly quick. There you go. That's it. And here you can download this CSV, and then I'm gonna open this. All right, there we go. So we have our property name, description, sales description, then the listings date with the new format, availability, market, map address, sorry. Then the price, amenities, it's good. Then the feature image, gallery, floor plan, agent name, email. Well, all of the data seems to be here, guys. Then we have, of course, here we have our bedrooms. Here's the room's name, room measurement, room's description, and all of them are separated in different rows. So there you have it, guys. This is how to export JetEngine custom fields to a CSV file using WP All Export. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you want to know more about how to export or import other JetEngine data, or maybe ACF, WooCommerce products, orders, and whatnot, just check out the other videos in our channel or go to our website at wpolimport.com. See you next time.